And welcome back to another theatre chat. We haven't done one of these for a while, have we, Kath?
No, we haven't.
A theatre chat on a lovely rainy day in Prescot.
I was just going to say, look at it. It's tipping it down.
It's tipping it down outside.
We got in just in time.
But we're in the Theatre of the North,
And why are we here?
the Playhouse of the North, as you know.
Particularly today.
It's the, we described it as the, I don't know, why are we here?
Well, you described it as the, what? National Theatre of the North.
The National Theatre of the North.
Why did you...
Because it's like the
Point it.
National Theatre. It's got that, when you come in the foyer here, you can just come in, chillax. And we've come in here, we haven't, well, we saw a show this morning,
Yeah.
but we went for something to eat somewhere else. And then we came back to do this vlog. And you don't even have to get a coffee, you can just sit here.
What we normally do.
Yeah, I know we do, Kath. I'm just saying.
And we got coffee when we were in the performance.
Yeah, no, we did. They're very nice in here. They will let you have coffee,
Don't
you
want
know.
you just like loafing.
No, I know we're not all cannibals when we come up north, you know. We do have coffee, don't we?
We do.
You know, Southerners think we're cannibals.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I've heard that description be
Really?
yeah, but that was mainly a 5th century,
Is that not in medieval time?
a 5th century description of the Northerners.
Okay,
We were a
so
bit unruly then.
we're looking at a
Still
few
are.
things, aren't we?
We're looking at a few
this
things, and last weekend was the theatre's birthday.
This weekend gone.
This weekend gone,
The 15th of July.
15th of July.
Yeah.
It was exactly 1 year
It was
old.
his baby first birthday.
It was its baby first birthday, and
1 year old.
we wanted to reflect on that. But first of all, this morning we went to the very last performance of the Midsummer Mechanicals.
And we've only just found out it was the very last performance.
Yeah, we have, because we've just talked to the
Some of the performers.
the performers having pizza and various other bits of grub out the cafe. But they were enjoying themselves. They were just saying how much they'd enjoyed their stint up here, up north, and they thought,
And what a lovely theatre space
and they thought
it
the
is.
theatre was great. So that's great, because these performers started their production of Midsummer's Mechanicals at the Globe Theatre. So this is a collaboration with the Globe
And it's also
Theatre.
the Globe's Olivia Award-winning performance for family performance.
It is certainly.
Midsummer Mechanicals.
Yeah. If you don't know the story of the Midsummer's Mechanicals, it's based upon the rude mechanicals from A Midsummer's Night's Dream, which is the play within the play
plays.
performance thing that
So
goes
it's all
on.
from their perspective.
So
isn't
what
it?
they've done is they've expanded that idea and made it into a standalone family performance, which is
I thought was excellent.
a bit like pantomime,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's a bit of farce as well.
I love the backdrops.
The-
So sweet.
Oh, it was absolutely spot on.
And the performances were really fun and charming and witty.
The performances
Just really nice.
were
really
really
lovely. Yeah.
honed.
Honed.
And to see that in Prescot was a real treat, because normally you'd have to go down to London to see a performance like that.
Well, they're back into the Globe, aren't they, in August?
They're going
as well.
back into the Globe. I'll just show you on the leaflet there. That's the.
You've got a
uh,
better one on the front.
oh, have we?
Yeah. There we go.
All right. Okay. There you go. Midsummer's Mechanicals, and we've got speaking to these lot here, and totally different than as they appear here, because when they're on stage, you think they'll actually like this, because they're so good. They're so good at performing that you think that they go home like that, but they don't. They change and transfer, and that's a sign of good acting,
Yeah.
I think. But they were telling us all about how it grew from a performance in the Globe and stuff like that, you know, and it was a fascinating little chat we had with them.
But you see, the thing about the performance we went to this morning, because we won't normally go to a morning performance.
No.
But it was all were they
You'll add school kids.
senior? Or
Yeah, I
early
think
senior.
I think it's the final year in
But I
school.
thought their reaction and their response was great.
It was good,
It was
wasn't it?
real medieval raucous.
It was. It was great to go with the kids as well. Get down with the kids in the hood.
Yeah. But even
So
the head teacher took part, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He actually animated his.
He was totally humiliated in front of the kids there. Yeah, he didn't stand a chance with the Mechanicals. They sort of like put him in his place, didn't they?
He did.
They brought him down to earth. No airs and graces there.
So I think it was a 2-hour performance, wasn't it, with an interval? So I think they did pretty well to sustain as their age from school and to be in
They
there.
did 2 hour
And they
performance.
really, I think they loved the participation element as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a great
It was fun to see and an experience.
a
Yeah.
great birthday production,
Yeah.
wasn't it? For
Yeah.
the and it was great to have that link to the Globe.
Yeah, because
Theatre
they
in London.
started they brought it here on the 15th, didn't they? So they were
Yeah.
on from the 15th to today.
to
And that
today.
was the
Yeah.
the last.
And it's great. And if you've seen my In Search of Tudor Prescot videos, where I do about the triangle of the three theatres, the Globe, the RSC, and the Shakespeare North, then you'll see how that links in to that, and the idea that you can have that collaboration, which years ago we'd never thought that possible, but it's happening. And
Yeah, but you must also remember this is built on 16th century replica, isn't it? So all the traditional skills have been used to redo the cockpit and all them
yeah,
crafted skills that would have been used to hold the place up have been brought back to life, which is very interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is, and it's great to have it in Prescot.
Yeah, and with,
So-
I believe, 60 tons of oak.
60 tons of oak.
Says so, yeah.
60 tons of oak. There you go. That's a fact, isn't it? You only get that on Born and Raised in Prescott. You don't get facts like that on
Yeah.
anywhere else on the internet.
But it's nice also, like we were saying about the National Theatre, the way it's got the Brutalist concrete
Yeah,
frontage, and then you've got that traditional sense. And
yeah.
So it's an interestingly designed building.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen a performance here, why
not?
not? Get here,
No,
I'm just waiting for the day that the entire population of Greenhall Court get themselves down here for a one-off evening performance
Now there's a thing.
with free beer.
Yeah, oh, no, there's a thing. I don't think
There's an
somehow
invite.
that's gonna.
There's an invite, and there's an idea for the Shakespeare
It
North.
might be interesting if you want to create a stage medieval audience.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah.
that would really take it back to Tudor
That might
times.
be
That
good.
would, and I'd go there because
would.
I used to live in Greenhall Court and I know what they're like, and I'm with that lot out there, So anyway,
Can we have a look at what we've seen at the theatre since January?
let's reminisce, Kath. Let's go back.
In fact, let's go back to
into
September.
the mists of
2022.
time to a year ago when this was all but a dream.
But it became a Midsummer Night's Dream in September because I think that was
That
the
was
first performance we saw here.
Yeah, it was.
2022.
Yeah.
Which again I loved that performance. That was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Beautifully staged.
Yeah.
Very evocative.
Is that your favourite one? Of
That
the,
I don't know. Comedy of Errors.
I loved Comedy
I
of
loved-
Errors. That's
yeah.
my personal favourite.
Yeah, Midsummer Night's Dream and Comedy of Errors. Yeah.
Of course,
very
we haven't
much.
seen everything. We've seen what we can.
we've seen much
but it's
ado about
impossible
nothing.
to see everything because you've got a life as well. So if we didn't have a life, if our life was a theatre, we'd see everything. But we can't,
But I
unfortunately.
think we've seen a fair amount because we've seen Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah,
I loved the Christmas Carol interpretation in December that we brought friends to. They
oh
absolutely
yeah,
loved it.
that was great, wasn't it?
We've seen Much Ado About Nothing. We've seen Comedy of Errors.
Yeah.
We've seen. We've also seen stuff in the studio. We've seen
Studio
Lost
stuff,
in
yeah.
Blue, She-Wolves.
Yeah.
Leah, we saw
We
on
did.
the Cockpit.
We did.
And we've just seen this morning. We've just seen Midsummer Mechanicals, which was absolutely brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, we've seen some great things,
Absolutely
and
great.
we've still
Fabulous.
got some great things to see. I'm looking forward to The Wind in the Willows at Christmas.
Oh yeah. We've also got Macbeth, isn't it?
Oh, Macbeth, and that's another
Book
one.
of Will.
Book of Will, yeah, that's
There's
another
a
one.
few others.
Yeah. But overall, perhaps we should, rather than discuss them individually, we'll just look at our impression of the first year and the first year of having a theatre in Prescott. And what's your impression of it all as a roller coaster ride, as a general ride, as a big one. You know,
You mean
the
a
Big
Big Mac?
Macs, the big one in Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Well,
As
first
a
of all,
roller
I
coaster.
love-
What's your best turns and
If you
loops?
shut up for a minute, I'll give you my opinion. Well, I love the theatre and how it's designed. That's my first and foremost
Yes.
love of this place is
Yeah.
how it's designed, how
Yeah.
it's laid out.
Yeah,
I think how user friendly it is as well.
yeah,
And I just love the contrasts, like we were just saying a few minutes ago. You know, this concrete entrance,
yeah.
quite a strong image as you come through, and then you've got the softness of the cockpit, and more mellow and can be candlelit. And we've seen some candlelit performances there, and it's very atmospheric.
Fantastic.
And then you've got the studio space, which is always great to see performances in as well.
Do you know what? I've had to pinch myself sometimes when I've been watching these performances to realise that we're actually in Prescot and that this used to be a car park. And I used to live at Greenall Court and look over to this car park.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here now
suppose
in the car
I
park
suppose really-
watching these fantastic shows, and I'm in Prescott. I can be transported away to the Globe or to the RSC.
yeah.
You know, it's like that kind of thing. It's
But I
it's
imagine
almost magical.
When you
Well,
were
it is
looking
magical.
out onto that space, you would never have imagined it would be this now.
No, not in a
know,
not in a
Not
million
in a
years.
million years.
It's the last thing I would have imagined. And that's
See, the thing also, I mean, we were going back to theatre and on what's the impression, and I mean, for me, the impression is that the productions I've loved some of the productions. There's just one or two that have not been that.
yeah. They
I've not disliked them in any way, but it's just not been what I'd felt it would be.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know what you mean.
That's only a personal
But
thing.
do you know what
But
that-
on the whole, it's a wonderful experience. There's some wonderful productions being performed here, some really, really good performances.
There is.
You know, and so people should really come and experience it and explore and see what the further programmes are. And I think the programme this year has been really diverse. It's been really interesting.
it has.
So
And that theatre experience of going to a show and it doesn't turn out the way you expect it. That's kind of like anything in the arts, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's kind of like if you go to the cinema and you see a film that was all made out to be something, and then you found out it was something else. It's kind of like that sense of discovery. Or a book, if you pick a book up and you start
the
reading
same,
it and
yeah.
it doesn't gel with you.
yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean it's a bad book.
No,
it just
not
means
at all,
it's
not
not
at
on your
all.
wavelength,
Yeah.
you know, and you put it down and you get something else. But it's
Yeah.
all that
But I
discovery
think on
in
the
the
whole,
arts,
I
isn't
think
it?
the majority of performances we've seen, or I've seen as well, from a personal point of view, have been really interesting.
They
really
have.
diverse, yeah.
So would you say it's an asset or a distraction?
Well, how can it be a distraction?
Well, I don't know, because some of the youths around here are a bit distracted. But I'll leave that for another vlog, because I've got a very interesting vlog coming up
Yeah,
about
that's an interesting
disaffected youths in Prescott. That vlog will be of an historical nature, of course.
But I think
But
I think it's a total. I think it's a total asset to the town. It can't not be.
yeah.
The
it
fact
is.
that it's been built here for one.
Yeah, it is.
It was chosen. What I would say is the Globe and the RSC have had years upon
Oh,
years
absolutely.
to hone their identity. So for the Theatre North, it's placed in a prime, one of the best towns they could have put it in, really, because it needs the infrastructure and it needs the economy and it needs the theatre and it needs that cultural input. But I think you have to work harder to gain that. Whereas if you go to London, you go to Stratford, there's already a tourist base
Yeah, they've got the
where they're going to get
audience, haven't
additional. Yeah, and even though this place is, it's packing them in, and people are still coming. You've still got to build on that.
But it's
You
a
know, you
harder
need
mountain to climb.
Yeah, it is, and you need to get a tourism link. You need to get that through.
Yeah, and they've
Yeah.
chosen the most difficult time to open a theatre, to be honest. We've got the
After
cost of living
yeah.
crisis, we've got
After
the war in
COVID, I
Ukraine,
think, as well.
and we've got COVID as well. Everything has conspired against this opening. And at a time when theatres are closing now, to have a theatre that's open and
alive,
thriving
and thriving, yeah.
needs to be supported, and it needs to be supported by local people,
Yeah.
more so than anybody else, because
But
the
not only
locals
that,
live here.
You need to get that clientele from outward in. You
Yeah.
need to draw it from across the country.
Yeah, you do, but you need that regular kind of what did he call it? Things become a routine. A routine of going to the theatre every week or 2 weeks or whatever. So it becomes part of your weekly routine.
Well, it is. I mean,
Just like it
it's
would
got a
be
sense of place.
if you go to the
It
cinema.
gives a sense of place to the community as well.
Yeah.
You know, because they run other things here. They have courses on. They have writers groups. They have reading groups. They have lots of other things going on that people can engage with as well.
Yeah. And just remember, folks, kids, this is live art. This is living stuff. It's not like going to a cinema and paying a fortune for a cinema ticket. This is live stuff, and it's a lot cheaper as well.
But I mean, out of the two, I'd rather go and see a group of performers presenting their play or their performance than going to the cinema.
Yeah.
Any day.
Oh, I would.
Any day, hands
I would.
down.
Hands down.
There's no comparison.
Yep.
No.
So, out of 10,
10.
oh, there you go. And I'll give it a 10 as well. It's 10 out of 10 from me, and it's 10 out of 10 from her.
Yeah.
So that's our review of a
The
year
year long.
as of the Shakespeare North. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. We'll be back doing a theatre chat in the future, no doubt.
And I
Can't
hope
say
you have
when.
another successful year again into
Yeah,
2024.
absolutely.
And on and on and on. And
Yeah.
only build upon success.
Yeah, definitely. And we're looking forward to whatever. I thought I saw someone going through with crates of wine. No,
You did?
I thought I did. Yeah,
Was it not for
walked
you,
past us
Phil?
with crates of wine. So, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Enjoy the channel. Leave a comment.
Click the bell
Enjoy
for
the channel.
notifications.
Keep watching. Share on your social media.
And you still haven't said click the bell for notifications.
Click the bell for notifications. Remember, this channel is not sponsored. It
By
is not
anyone.
monetized by anybody. So
But it could be with
just
your
because
help.
you YouTube, and yeah, it could be with your help. We get enough subscribers. So yeah, subscribe to the channel and help us monetize the channel and pay for the
Growing it.
coffees
And all
trips
this
to the
kit.
theatre. And all this kit. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in another Playhouse chat.
Bye bye for now.
Bye for now.